Just
Hello.
hello, hello.
Hi.
Nice talking to you. How
Nice
are
to
you?
talk to you. I'm
Okay.
good. I'm just in the middle of a rehearsal. You can hear all the instruments. Everyone play something. Yay!
Oh, that's excellent. So tell us some things about your rehearsal.
About the rehearsal? Well,
Yes, yeah.
we're in a studio space in Brooklyn, where I have a recording studio too, on the other side, and all my friends rehearse down here, and it's good. It's a lot of musicians in the big building in Dumbo, in Brooklyn, but it's pretty great.
Don, can you tell us some things about the New York music scene at the time?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in fact, this building right here that I'm in right now, the whole bottom floor of the building is musicians. Everybody has rehearsal spaces down here, and you see everybody, at the deli and out on the street just hanging out, and a lot of people play together, and there are a couple different recording studios down here, and it's pretty great. The whole
Okay,
community of people.
that's interesting. Fireproof, it was your third album, a really wonderful record full of really great songs.
Oh,
Tell us
thank you.
about Fireproof story, some things.
Sure. Well, I recorded that record in an old fire station in Brooklyn, not in this neighborhood, but not far from here. And it was really old, with a fire pole, and they had the lockers where the firemen had their coats back in the 1800s, and so it was a beautiful old space. And yeah, it was. I did it, to tape, and I did all the overdubs myself over a week. So it all kind of came together pretty fast, that one.
Can you tell me some things about Bodyguard, a very sensitive song?
Oh, yeah. Well, the lyrics in that are pretty true. Sorry if you can't hear me. I'm walking under a train. Hang on one second. Sorry. It's very noisy in this neighborhood. So in that song, I really did have a dream that I was going to be robbed, and then it happened in real life.
Yeah.
So that's what that song's about.
Tell me some things.
Actually,
Yes.
I actually wrote
Sorry.
the song, and then it happened, like probably a couple weeks after.
It's a wonderful song.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me some memories from your collaboration with Philip Glass some years ago in New York City.
Yeah.
You know some things about this period.
Yeah, it's funny because I've actually recently, in fact, the other night I went to see him play at a Tibet House concert for a benefit for Tibet. And I'm mixing my new record at Philip Glass's place. I didn't really collaborate with him as much as work in his studio. I mean, I saw him when I was working there. He was working on the Kleonoskatsi, the trilogy that he did, Palakatsi, Kleonoskatsi, Nakwakatsi. Do you know those films at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was doing all that music, and it was amazing because he had all kinds of different musicians, tubular bells and gamelan music and everything. I mean, he was using everything, so that was really inspiring to watch.
It was maybe a kind of gift, can we say? Yeah, in a way.
Definitely. In a way, it was like, anything's possible. You can use anything you want.
Yeah.
So that was pretty exciting. He's an amazing musician.
So, Don, give us a picture, your point of view for the music industry at the time, with the internet and all these things. A new era maybe for music industry by new rules on the game.
Well, I think it's exciting in the way that it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because everything is changing, but that can be a good thing. I think a lot more people are discovering music for themselves.
Yeah.
Now, as opposed to, watching MTV or reading a magazine. I mean, people still do all that stuff, but I think more and more people are. There's almost more of a trading underground check this out. I like this. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing happening. So it's bad for record labels, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But for artists, I think it's. I mean, unless you're huge, unless you're like Madonna or something, you're not really losing money. You're gaining more fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Many choices, anyway. Many choices.
Yeah.
It's a new kind of industry, maybe.
It's and I think I don't know how it's changed for me because, except for the fact that I have to be careful of what I give to people. I can't give anybody demos or anything because who knows where it'll end up. So.
Okay. So, Dawn, can we expect an Athens gig maybe someday soon?
Another what?
An Athens gig of yours.
Oh, in Athens. I would love that. You need to talk to Matt, my manager, about that because
of course.
I think I'm coming over to Europe in April, in late April, but I would love to play in Athens. I've never been to Greece before. My mom went last year.
Oh, yeah.
For vacation, and she had such a great time. Yeah. So.
Okay. So, Dawn, thank you very much for your time, for this interview.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Well, thanks for doing the show.
Okay,
Excellent.
thank you. Thank you again.